Get legit, yo! It's your boy Get Lamar here, back with another YouTube video. And today I got some sauce for y'all boys. But before we get into the video, if y'all boys are part of the GLC fan, go ahead and drop the GLC in the comment section. If y'all boys don't know what that means Get Live Crew. But today, y'all boys, I got a video for y'all. Y'all been asking and asking Mar, drop the defenses. We need them. You be cooking. So I'ma cook today for y'all boys. Now I have two plays that you can add to your bag, and I am in the 4-3 multiple defensive playbook. Now we're going to be going over even 6-1, and like I said, I got some sauce, I got some heat for y'all boys. The two plays we're going to be going over is Sam will blitz and cover for quarters, but there also is some other plays that you can add to your bag. If you want to add those plays to your bag, make sure you go ahead, hit the link in the description and head over to that Patreon. So first thing first, we're going to go ahead and change our coaching adjustments. So for the coaching adjustments, all you do is go ahead and hit R3 and they pop up, and then we're going to go ahead and turn auto flip off, and that's all we're going to do so far. Now we're going to go ahead and run the play Sam will blitz. Now me personally, I like to run man. If y'all boys ain't comfortable with playing man, I'm going to show y'all boys some little things y'all could do with this defense to still send the screamers. So, of course, this is how the play will look starting off. One thing I do like to do is go ahead and pinch that D line. So go ahead and hit that left arrow and flick down on your left stick to bring those D tackles more inside, because if we reset this play, honestly, if y'all boys know football, all they have to do is just run that ball right down the center behind. The center blocks me. They probably bust for a touchdown. So to stop all that, that's why we go ahead and hit that left arrow. If you're tired of losing on College Football 25 and Madden 25, I'm here to make y'all boys compy. If y'all boys want to win 10 times more in both College Football 25 and Madden 25, all you have to do is go to the link in the description and head over to my Patreon. I give out the best free sauce, even my own personal sauce. It's Ebooks Coaching, the best defense, offense. I'm giving the best tips and tricks away just so y'all boys could continue to win in both College Football and Madden 25. And use that left stick to flick it down to pinch that D line. And then another thing we're going to do is go ahead and bring this user down. So depending on what I notice, what my opponent likes to do, if I notice he likes to release that running back, sometimes I may line up over here just so I could be able to go ahead and guard him quicker. Or sometimes I may just sit here, like let's say if he blocks this running back, I would sit here just so I could be able to guard, the middle of the field more easy. If I gotta go to the left, I could be able to go to the left with no problem. If I gotta go to the right, I go to the right with no problem. Because if I'm over here and say he does a zig or something on Restrepo, it will be harder to go from here all the way to here if I'm not in the middle. So now, since we got all that out the way, you know what I preach: pass commit. The reason why we pass commit, y'all boys, I will show y'all boys also, is because those blitzers are going to go straight to the QB. They're QB hunting. Just think about that. When I pass commit, we're QB hunting. That's all you literally have to think of. I'm telling y'all boys, it's going to make a difference. Now, I'm not saying always pass commit, because if they run, you pass commit, and they run the ball, it might be GG's. But like I said, if you know your opponent is passing, go ahead, pass commit. So to pass commit, go ahead and hit R1 and then flick up on that right stick. Now we have pass committed. So now in this defense, another thing you could also do, I don't like how my DB, but at least both of my safeties are aligned on those slot receivers. So we're going to go ahead and click triangle and then use our right stick and flick it to the left to make sure them DBs inside shade, and you see now they scoot down. Another thing I could also do is just bring them down a little bit, not too much, because slot receivers are typically the faster ones and they may have takeoff, so we don't want to get beat with those safeties doing that. So bring them down, inside shade them a little bit, and then let's go ahead and hike this ball. Like I said, if that running back release, we got him. If he doesn't, we go ahead and guard whatever. So let's go ahead and hike this ball. You see running back's not releasing, and that pressure is there and everything is clamped up. Now if we go ahead and instant replay this, you see number 7, Restrepo, he ended up trying to go inside last minute, but since we inside shaded our receivers, they're playing it. Also look at number 7, he's playing inside, so we're not getting beat inside when we do this. And as you see, we have a free edge rusher, number 31, getting Cam Ward. Now, I'm going to need y'all boys to pull out your notebook and your pen because I'm about to put y'all boys on some sauce so we could go ahead and turn this defense into a cover 4. We're going to go ahead and make those same adjustments. So go ahead and pinch that D line. So left arrow down on the left stick. And then let's go ahead and inside shade our DBs, triangle, and then our right stick to the left. And then let's go ahead and bring him down just a little bit, bring him down, and also make sure he's inside. And then, you know, my favorite thing to do, go ahead, tap R1, flick up on that right stick to pass commit. Now, like I said, y'all boys take notes on this one. Now we're going to put our DBs in zones. So like I said, if you really don't like man, this is something that you could do. So let's go ahead, double tap triangle, and then we're going to go ahead and zone up square. We're going to actually put him on a outside third. So let's go ahead and use your left analog stick and flick it up. Then we're going to double tap triangle again, click triangle, and then flick our right stick to the right so that safety could be on the inside quarter. It looks like that. I have another controller on, so that's why I wasn't showing the right play, but this is how it should look. And then we're going to double tap triangle again and put X on the inside quarter. And then we're going to go ahead and double tap triangle one more time, click circle, and flick up on our left stick and put him in the outside third. So this is how the defense should look right here. And now we're just going to go ahead and put our user on a zone. It doesn't matter what zone. If you want to also put him on the QB spy, you could do that. It does not matter. Now, when we do this, we're able to switch stick. So if y'all boys don't know how to switch stick, I did just drop a video yesterday. So make sure you just go ahead and watch that switch stick tutorial. And yeah, y'all boys gonna turn up. So as we hike this ball now, if we wanted to switch stick, we could go ahead and switch stick and do that. It doesn't matter. And the great thing about switch sticking, it makes your opponent think, because once he see you switch on to somebody, let's go ahead and instant replay that just so y'all boys can see. So let's say if he was thinking about throwing at number 5, I switch stick over there. Now he has to look at the left side of the field, and then we switch sticked over there. So it's just really to mess with your opponent and make sure nothing gets open and you're able to play anything that you need to play. And there's a lot more adjustments you can make running this defense. And if y'all boys want those adjustments, make sure y'all head over to the Patreon. Now, the next play we're going to be going over is cover 4 quarters. Now, we're going to go ahead and go to the coaching adjustments first, and then we're going to go ahead and put our flats on 30 and our curl flats around 5 to 10, depending on your opponent. But for right now, we're just going to go ahead and put it on 5, and then we're going to just go ahead and pick the play. Now, I like to do the same thing adjustment-wise. All I do is just go ahead and pinch my D line. So go ahead and hit that left arrow, flick down on that left stick, and then we can just go ahead and bring those safeties in on our own. Now, since this is cover 4, I like to just go ahead and either over top or underneath my DBs. The reason for that is because, you know, most of the time zones are a match. So just to make sure it doesn't go match coverage is basically playing man. I just like to go ahead and make sure I overtop them boys. So this is how the defense will look. So now we're just going to go ahead and run it stock first, just so y'all boys can see how it will look. You just go ahead and play it. You see everything's clamped. You just control the middle of the field, and then you're good. Now, the reason why we have those curl flats on 5 is because, you know, people like to do out routes, zigs, hitches, curls, whatever. You see they're going into those 5 yards and clamping both of those curls, hitches, whatever you want to call it up. And then I'm in the middle of the field controlling anything. As you see, I seen that running back release, so I broke on him. And then by time, if I thought he was going to throw it to Restrepo, I could have just switch sticked on. So like I said, this defense added to your bag. Now we're going to be getting into the setup of this defense that you can also do. So we're going to go ahead and do our normal adjustments we did first. Go ahead and hit that left arrow down on the left stick to pinch that D line. Now we're going to go ahead and double tap triangle, click square, and flick down on our left stick to put him in the cloud flat. Then we're going to double tap triangle again, click circle, and go ahead and put him also in a cloud flat. So this is how the defense should end up looking. So as you know, we put them in 30 yards. So, you know, we're good. If you don't feel comfortable doing that, there's many different more adjustments you can make. If y'all boys want to see all the adjustments, just make sure you head over to the Patreon. So now we're going to go ahead and do our final adjustment, which is go ahead and pass commit and go ahead and bring this linebacker down. I'm going to go ahead and bring him down over here this time. Let's go ahead and hike this ball. And then we just play D from that, and everything is clamped up. There's nowhere for him to go. So the reason for that is if you're going against a lot of corner routes, let's go ahead and watch number 5 because he's on the corner route. It's bagged now. We don't have to worry about anything. You see, he has 2 people over there on him, and he's not throwing that corner route. So if you have a lot of problems with corner routes or anything like that, this is a defense that you can add to your bag to stop those corner routes. Now y'all boys might say, Mar, what if they have a streak on the other side? So let's just go ahead and set it up like that. So we're going to put square on a streak. So now this is how the defense look. They have a streak on the left and then a corner on the right. So if you notice that's a repeat pattern, all you can simply do is just go ahead, double tap triangle, click circle, put him on the flat, and now this is how the defense is looking. So it doesn't change anything. It's just a lot of different adjustments you can make in this defense. And then now I'm gonna go ahead and spread our D line, and then I'm gonna go ahead and make sure I slant them outside. So to slant them outside, you just have to hit your right stick up. But in order to really work, you have to do that twice. So just go ahead and hit that left arrow to flick up on the right stick again. And then we're just going to go ahead and simply pass commit like I said. And then let's go hike this ball. And now you see all that is going to be back. So it doesn't matter. Both routes is back. Then that boy got extender. Let's go ahead and tackle him myself. So let's go ahead and instant replay that. So we have both routes clamped. So now first, let's go ahead and watch his left side on the streak. So now we're not getting beat deep because he's in that deep blue. He's running with him, so he won't stop at 30 yards and, let him get behind him. And now let's look at the right side with the corner route. He's clamped up. It's nowhere for him to go. Also, you could just switch stick that right there and clamp it. We also have this, hitch curl route, whatever you want to call it. We have it clamped up. He's bagging him. And then we have a strepo, you got the middle of the field, the user. So we're playing Restrepo and we're playing number 2. We're playing in between both. So if he ends up throwing it to that running back, I could just go make the tackle. We don't want to get beat deep, so that's why we just choose the deeper defender. Hey y'all boys, but that's it for this video. If y'all boys have any questions, comments, concerns, go ahead and drop them down in the comment section down below. And Mar got y'all boys. Let me know what y'all want to see next video. And like I said, if y'all boys for a GLC fan, go ahead and drop the GLC in the comment section. But it's your boy Get Live Mar, and I'm out.